It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And the spotlight is on the Cardinals' speedy running back. He was steady for him on the ground a week ago, reaching the century mark and adding a score. It's the Cards and the 49ers, next on EA Sports.
The onset of fall weather, certainly a welcome occurrence for folks in Silicon Valley, and we've got football on a gorgeous day here in Santa Clara as we are situated at Levi's Stadium. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Arizona Cardinals taking on the San Francisco 49ers. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at these 49ers as they enter play here. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is that
seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Niners offense set to go to work, and it's last year's revelation, Brock Purdy, who leads them out in season number 2 from Iowa State.
There weren't many bigger stories last season than Purdy, who's officially the most famous Mr. Irrelevant of all time. Won each of his first 5 starts and almost guided his team to a Super Bowl. He's really forced the team to reevaluate its plans at quarterback because he looks like the real deal.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down. The numbers for McCaffrey last week. 19 carries, 113 yards.
Just an excellent performance from them on the ground last week, and that speaks to an offense that is operating at a high level on all fronts. Of course, that man running the ball, he's just seeing the field so well. But don't forget about his offensive line. They've really asserted their will out there and are confident they can repeat it again this week.
11 yards for number 11. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Purdy now to throw off the play action. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Still going inside the 20. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 55 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. So that run gets him about halfway home.
yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's 3rd and goal. Purdy now to throw. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. The sack goes to Chris Barnes.
We always talk about how teams are so competitively matched and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. So Purdy off and Moody on for the 49er field goal. And his kick is good. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Taking it about the 1. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Cardinals offense set to take over for the first time, and they are piloted by their fifth-year quarterback, two-time Pro Bowler as well, Kyler Murray.
He and Arizona came together on a hefty contract extension before last season, but injuries, well, they caused everyone to take a step backwards last year. But when healthy, Kyler Murray, still a big play waiting to happen on every snap.
Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And this is going to be a Cardinals first down as he'll take this up to about the 33-yard line. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield.
Brings up second and 5 at the 37-yard line.
On second down now. It's Benson, and they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down. Those are the types of run, Charles, that they say this first-year running back can provide a lot more of in the future.
He made it look easy, didn't he? Picking up that first down. Some have described him as a diamond in the rough with a lot of polish, a nice little bumping. This guy could be one of the top backs going forward.
And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
At their 48-yard line.
Here's Murray. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. But you know it's never easy to get Kyler Murray down to the ground, and to do it with a sack on their first drive, what a great tone setter defensively.
Oh, and no one's celebrating more than the defensive coordinator, because that's all he's preached all week long. Keep him hemmed in. Don't let him get into the open field and create big plays with his feet. To get him down in the pocket early, that's got to feel great for them.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Back out there comes the 49ers offense, ready for their second drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Purdy with it on 3rd and long. To the sideline and incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Had to get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. And it's fielded at the 34. 43 yards on the punt. Return of 4. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. A tough challenge here in this one. We'll see if he can duplicate the numbers on your screen that he put up last week, up over 100 and a touchdown.
We're watching tape to prepare for this game. One thing you noted that I totally agree with, great complimentary piece in the last game. You know, they're able to throw it pretty well. He ran it exceptionally, and they hope to continue that same formula in this game.
Complimentary with an E, not an I.
That's my English teacher right there.
Murray now. That's complete to McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he's stopped in the backfield. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Benson. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. The second down play not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. Still needing 10 yards. Now it's third down. On play action, it's Murray. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. The Nick Bosa so quick on the outside. He gets in there to bring him down. Blake Gillikin on to punt now on fourth down. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line. The Niners set to take over on offense. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7. At the 7-yard line.
Throwing here, Purdy. Well, that one into the hands of Ayuk downfield. Now he's free at the 35. He may go. Brandon Ayuk. Touchdown. 49ers. Brandon Ayuk. His first touchdown on the year. And the Niners are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Cardinals offense ready to set up shop. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. To throw is Murray. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Nick Bosa, now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. But following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Up the middle they go. Benson. And he is going to lose yardage here. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And not much room there, so get it up only to about the 21. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, go into pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised him a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped him well short of a 1st down.
Fair catch made at the 33-yard line. The Niners take over 1st and 10.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
2nd and 20 at the 23-yard line.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Cardinals nothing.
The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Here's Purdy. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. They'll give him 4 yards there. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Now Purdy. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowski to punt this one away. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. It'll be an Arizona 1st down on a gain of 17.
And the Cardinals 1st down.
Here's Murray. He's got this downfield to McBride. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 36 yards on the play.
Let's just call it as we just saw it right there, a breakdown defensively. Seems like no one went with the tight end, and no one really did. Had all sorts of space in the middle of the field. Yeah, everyone else was covered, but he was not. Big play results.
Now Murray. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Throwing now is Murray. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Murray to air it out again. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. 7 yards on the play. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. Prater's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Here's Richie James on the return. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now Brandon Ayuk ready to bring out the rest of this offense here for this upcoming series. He's up over 100 yards, has the touchdown. He's a big-time receiver in this league, so the question becomes, how do you limit him going forward?
Well, you know the guys trying to cover him, they haven't had a whole lot of success thus far, and while they will still accept the challenge, maybe you have to change your focus. You have to get after the quarterback a little bit, disrupt his timing, because right now it feels like pitch and catch. Make sure he's not able to have clear sight lines to him, and maybe that'll slow him down.
And this is not the guy you want to let play pitch and catch. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down. Off the option, here's McCaffrey. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. From the 43, here's 2nd down and 5. Purdy will set up to throw it here. This pass to Jennings, and he makes the catch. Short completion, just 4 yards. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Here's Mitch Wishnowsky now.
Formation for the 49ers.
And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And that one going to be off target and incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Open man here is Benson. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Always important as a defender on 3rd down to keep the play in front of you and make sure you don't give up enough space that they can make a move on you in the open field. Try as he might, he wasn't able to get to the 1st down marker. Excellent defense, good tackling.
A 39-yard punt, a return of 5, and the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Purdy. And that is incomplete here.
Well, he left no doubt about that one, because even though he hasn't left the pocket, he's got a receiver in the area, so it's not grounding, even though there was no way that ball was going to be caught.
That is caught. Well, they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That's a 1st down with a cherry on top, 31 yards.
We spent a lot of time talking about what's going on the field. How about off the field with the evaluation? And they spent a lot of time saying, we've got to get a rookie in here who has big playability. And that's exactly what we're seeing here early in his career.
Drafted him in the spring. Here he is early in the fall making an impact. In motion goes the tight end. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Purdy tosses out wide, complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 22-yard line.
Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. So from the 22, here's 2nd and 2. Back to throw, Purdy. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Purdy looking to throw. Looking for the out route. He's got it. Complete to Kittle. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Shotgun now with Purdy. That one thrown across his body, and it's incomplete.
Great coverage down in the end zone. He's scanning the field, looking, No one ever came open. So in the end, he makes the best decision and just fires it over the end line.
A second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just... Touchdown 49ers! George Kittle from 4 yards out. And the 49ers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Moody good with the extra point. And the lead is now 17-3. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it all ends with a George Kittle touchdown. Powering his way forward. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Well, the Cardinal offense going to take over late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Murray now on 1st down. This is taken in by McBride. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Fred Warner.
And he returns it into enemy territory down the 45-yard line.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead. Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends. Christian McCaffrey and his 49er teammates back onto the field.
The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success, at least so far, here in the second quarter. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. That's caught out right by Jennings. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal. And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
So we reach halftime, and what's been a... All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Cardinals ready to go here to start the third quarter. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance. And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Now an option play on second down.
Murray, strong running. And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down on a nice little gain. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot space. And finally they get him to the ground, but it's all the way down at the Niners' 36-yard line. Well, they only needed a small gain on third down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
So this play, until recently, only something you'd probably expect to see in a college game, but running quarterbacks are certainly in vogue, and this turned into a big play.
And you and I both know that for a long time, coaches worried about their quarterbacks taking too much punishment running plays like this, and they still worry about it. But when you can break up big chunks of yardage like that, it's worth the risk. Plus, you're coaching that quarterback to see those guys coming and get down before the big hit occurs.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. The throw over the middle, taken in. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Niners' 18-yard line.
From the gun, Murray. Caught by Wilson. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what...
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Not the 1st and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground.
So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. Murray now. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
And the 49ers are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
McCaffrey on the toss right. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now a give right side. It's Benson, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Nick Bosa using that speed to get in there and break that play up. Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A gain of 32 that time. And you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
1st down, Murray. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying, we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Beating him there with his legs, 21 yards, first down. To throw is Murray. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's second down.
Brings up second and 5 at the 6-yard line.
They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he fights his way in, not giving up, and it's a Cardinal touchdown. A great play there. His second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals get a bit closer.
And that's a step in the right direction. This had the feeling of one of those turning point kind of drives. If you come up empty there, it could be a long road back. But they persevered and hung around, and they closed the gap here in the third quarter with their first touchdown of the game.
Extra point good by Prater. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Here's James. Now James returning. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And the 49ers getting set to trot out there. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. Second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
At the 37-yard line.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Third and 4.
Brings up third and 4.
Now Purdy.
And this is going to be incomplete.
Yeah, that's a nice job there defensively to blanket those receivers on third down. And as a quarterback, all you can do is just loft one toward the bench. Not too close, mind you, and live to punt the football.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away.
And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's second and 15. They'll try the left side. It's Benson. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. Calling no gain there, and it brings forth a third and long.
They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be first and 10 as they take over. San Francisco's offense returns to the field.
And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
Throwing here, Purdy. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Jennings. So they'll wind up losing 7 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
Here comes the 49ers punter now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is going to lose yardage here.
Hit and drop behind the line by Dre Greenlaw.
This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running.
Touchdown, Cardinals! A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Cardinals have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
So that's a really big play here in the 4th quarter. And don't look now. They're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead, it's down to just 1 score. Prater for the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
This taken in at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. Well, the 49ers settling in for their next drive.
They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a 1-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 21-yard line.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again.
And he'll take this to about the 24, a gain of 3.
This defense really clamping down. Although they're losing the game still, this 2nd half has been theirs.
And they're winning it. I almost equate it to being a boxer. And whenever you see a good fight, the guy who is on his toes and doing the punching, that's the guy who's winning. And that's the way they're going at it defensively now. Much more aggressive in their calls, much more aggressive in their pursuit.
A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. Up the gut, McCaffrey.
And it's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 73 yards now for McCaffrey. It's a 1st down.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
This time they'll throw it. Here's Purdy. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey.
So the completion good for just 3. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Purdy now to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 24-yard line. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
On 1st down, it's Purdy.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Purdy sets up to throw again. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Here's Purdy. Touchdown! George Kittle, beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the 49ers get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
What a great drive that was. A long drive, sustained, well executed.
I love what we're seeing out of him here in year 2, right? This young quarterback continues to evolve and grow. He's really the adage right now that John Wooden, the famous basketball coach, used to say. Be quick, but don't hurry. You can see that everything is happening for him, but he's not taking it at a pace that he can't sustain.
Moody good with the extra point.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. So out now come the Cardinals. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray.
Open man, here's Benson.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown.
2nd down, Murray sets to throw.
And the Niners get there and bring him down.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ballgame.
I remember throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed.
Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long.
They'll drop to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. Able to get this one to McBride.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Here's Murray.
Caught. It's Wilson.
2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
A 5-yard gain on the play.
Now Murray again. He finds his man, complete. That's Benson.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
7-yard pickup.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Niners will take over here just shy of the 30.
If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. Look at the lead. Look at the... play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here to have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here. Shotgun now with Purdy. Wide open, complete. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout. They run with McCaffrey off the option. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
Purdy down to a knee, and that should be the final act of the ball game.
And there it is, the standard symbol. Taking a knee means that one team won, and the other one obviously lost the ball game. But now that team that won is 2-2. After the first 4 games, I think they're okay with a 2-2 start. Not overly happy, but at the same time, not depressed either.
You mentioned to me breaking down a season in quadrants. So the first quadrant is kind of a check, as you said, for okay. Not great, not bad.
Yeah, right now they're just holding serve. They look forward to their next 4. Maybe they can make a surge there.
So the victory here for San Francisco. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos.